What is up, YouTube? Thrift School over here, and we are at a town-wide tag sale, yard sale, garage sale type thing, and it's raining. See right here, the rain is coming down. The first one we're going to is right here. Here is a massive list of everything that is happening. This is our fourth stop, and so many have been canceled. So we're gonna try this one. There are cars here. There is a sign here. I forgot my GoPro, so I'll try to get some footage, but we'll show you guys if we find anything. All right, guys, so here are our first winnings after that first sale. I grabbed each one of these, all three of these, for a total of $10. She said $5 on each of the cameras, and this, I think, is just batteries. We're going to open it all up and find out. I got to see what these are worth. I didn't even look them up. I figured it's a decent deal. And then this Blu-ray player right here with the remote. I know there's a lot of dog hair in here. It's hard to clean, guys. It really is. But this Blu-ray player with the remote, $4. I couldn't believe it. That's pretty awesome. Ashley found these two vintage goose painting wood carvings. Look at that. They're from JCPenney back in the day. Originally 20, they reduced it to 10. She got them for, I think, $1 each. So she really likes geese. So we do have a goose in the front yard. I should show you guys real quick. So here's our goose. We dress him up for every holiday, and it's summer, and 4th of July is coming up, I guess, in a couple months. So there he is. He's wearing his little Uncle Sam hat and his bow tie. And in Halloween, he has a little ghost outfit, and I think he has a turkey outfit for Easter and maybe a Santa outfit for Christmas. I don't know. Ashley really likes geese. All right, but now we're back to the cameras. I just unzipped them all. I guess I zipped this one up, of course. There we go. Now it's unzipped. Let's see what's inside. I did unzip them and take a quick look. They do not have batteries or anything in them, so I was not able to test them. She said they all work good, so let's just hope they do. They're pretty clean. This is a Nikon Coolpix L105. I'll pop the price up here, probably eBay on these things. They're a little bit older, so I don't know how well they'd sell on Amazon. I'm hoping these are worth at least 50 bucks each. I don't know though. I really have no idea. If it's a little less, no big deal. I paid next to nothing for them. The other one, is it the exact same? Here it is. This is a Nikon, looks very similar, L110. So what was the other one? L105, and this is L110. So I'll pop the price up for the L110s. Hopefully it's worth something. It has 12.1 megapixels, so not that old, kind of cool. And then what's in here? This is both of the chargers with, oh, they're literally just for batteries for the Nikon Coolpix battery chargers, but there's no batteries, so I don't know. Still nice. It's come with all that, so we'll see if those are worth anything. And then this Sony Blu-ray player, I figured this would be for Whatnot because I always get asked for players during my streams, and has the remote. I'll still pop the price up on the screen here. It is a Sony, here it is, the Sony BDP S1700. If I had to guess, somewhere between 25 and 30 bucks on this thing. It could be more, I don't know. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Maybe I'm way off. We'll find out. And then her geese, personal buy. So it is the next day. The sales all got rained out. We went to one, actually we went to like two others. We didn't find anything. And then it started dumping rain. It got really cold. Everything was closed up. We would drive by houses that were on the list and they were just not there. So we had to call it. I still found some stuff though, so I was happy. It's nicer out today, so there's no sales. We're just gonna go to thrift stores. Let's go to some Goodwills or something. Let's do it. All right, so here we go into the first thrift store. We're going to go to two different ones today. Let's head inside, see what we can find to buy and sell online. Let's do it. So I'm back here flipping through the clothing inside of this thrift store right now, and I saw this that looked really cool. It's a Goofy movie, and it's kind of all, it's like a textured material on tie-dye, long sleeve. It just looked really awesome. This is all stitched in here. I'm like, this seems high-end. I don't know. So I tried looking it up. I took a picture of the back using Google Lens to see more about the specifics, and I was able to find it on eBay. And here it is. I pulled it up. This is a sold listing from a couple weeks ago. $125 plus $10 shipping sold. Pretty wild. But then there's another for just $40 that sold back in March. So maybe they just priced it low, got a quick sale. This person sold theirs at $125. But if we take a look at what's listed, this is what we have listed right now. One for $105 with 10 plus watchers, and then another for $38 free shipping. So I'm very confused at why there's such a big difference. I mean, this is pre-owned, that's new, but the one that sold for $125 was pre-owned. So I don't know, but we do have somebody else with theirs priced at 38. One sold in March, one sold in May. So it looks like one sells every few months. I don't know. Now, if it was $3, $5, I would 100% grab it. But take a look at the price. $20. So it's kind of a gamble when I don't know why some are selling for 40, some people are listing them for 40, and then others are selling for 100. I don't know. What would you guys do? I'm going to leave it behind. It's really cool, but I don't need it. So over here it goes. Am I making a mistake? All right, the next really cool thing I see right here is this guy. Take a look at this hockey jersey. Sting. Super cool. It does have numbers and a name on it. It's number 3. We'll flip it around, and it's Fish. Number 3. It's a sweet looking jersey. I tried looking into it, and it looks like it is an OHL team, but normally it would say OHL right here on the chest. This one doesn't. I'll show you guys the eBay listings I found for solds. You can see right here, that's a game worn. It says OHL on the side. That's $272. There's another game worn for $290. This one doesn't say OHL or anything on it. It says it's game worn, so I don't know, but $199. They took a best offer on it. Is it the same though? It doesn't look the same. So maybe this is like a minor league team. I'm not sure. It's really, really, really cool though, and the price on it is only $10. Plus it's a medium, it's my size. So I think I'm gonna grab it. Worst comes to worst, I'll just wear it. I could throw it up, list it, and then wear it for fun. It's cool. I think I'm grabbing it at 10 bucks. This must also be some sort of minor league practice jersey or something, SAR, but it is the San Jose Sharks logo on there, kind of. It looks slightly different, but it looks really cool. The sleeves look awesome. I love this thing. And there is a name on the back also, Fish. So yeah, maybe he just played on some random minor league teams. I have no idea, but I think this one's 10 bucks also. It's really cool. Actually, you know, it's $8, even cheaper. I love it. It's a size small, but it looks pretty big. I might grab it though. It looks really neat. Taking a look through all the toys here, and they have Lego Star Wars. I find Lego here all the time, and take a look at this. 15 bucks, not bad. It's one of those advent calendars from 2025, so just last year. Not too bad. Now, this is selling for I think 40-ish on Amazon right now, and I'm thinking around Christmas time, it's gonna go way up. At $15, yeah, we're gonna grab this. Why not? I bet you in another 6 months or so, I'll be able to get an extra 20, 30, maybe 40 bucks for this. I'm not sure, but even now it's still worth it. Also, take a look at this cool game right here. Scooby-Doo Escape from the Haunted Mansion for only $3. Looks super cool. Just a Scooby-Doo game. Me and Ashley, we watch all the Scooby-Doos. We have a couple Scooby-Doo games, so whenever I find something like this, I think she'll get a kick out of it. I'll get a kick out of it. It's worth a little bit of money used, maybe like 15 bucks or so. So at $3, still worth it. Brand new, it's like a $30 game, so we'll grab it. All right, so that first thrift store surprised me. I actually found some pretty valuable things to start off the day, but we're going to head inside this Goodwill now and see if this one can perform any better. It looks beautiful out, but we're going to spend our time inside this thrift store trying to find some cool stuff to flip online. Wish me luck, guys. Goodwills can be tough. All right, whenever I come into the Goodwill and I see these lights up here, it reminds me of the back rooms, like that movie that's in theaters. All right, so here we are inside the Goodwill, and since it's a Monday, you have 2 colors that are half off, blue and red. So that's kind of nice. Double the things on sale. I love seeing that. We'll come check out the media over here, and then we'll check out all these aisles. We'll go check out the electronics, the toys. That drum set is still here. I think that was in my video from a month ago, maybe longer. I don't even know how long ago I uploaded that video of this. I think it's $70 or $80 drum set with the broken kick pedal. Everything's all ripped apart. I don't know what's going on there. Look at this. The big box of Kung Fu. It's kind of cool. $2. So yeah, we'll dig around a little bit, see if I can find anything cool in here, and we'll go check out the rest of the store. All right, after going through all the movies, some CDs here, some more movies over there, there's a whole bunch. I did pull out a few, and I had to look up Scary Movie 3. It's brand new sealed. Scary Movie 6 comes out in just a few days, so I figured this might be jacked up a little bit, and it's $1.99, but it's red, so it's half off. Awesome. take a look at this price. I think it's over $20 for this brand new. So I don't know if that price is just high because of the new movie coming out. Very possibly. So we got to get this thing shipped in immediately. I also found a pretty interesting CD right here. The B-52s 30th anniversary edition for $1.99. There's 2 CDs in here. They're both clean. They're good. The rank is a little bit high on this. I'll pop up the price here. I like to stay under 200,000. It used to be 300,000 for the rank. I think this is ranked 280,000 or something like that. Little high, but I think we're gonna grab it at only $1.99 since it's selling for $40-ish, I think, used. So yeah, we'll grab that. Why not? And the last one we have here is a brand new sealed face-off Blu-ray. It still has the old Best Buy sticker on it. This is $3, not too shabby. And I'm not loving the seal on this. It doesn't look like a legit seal, but it still has the original Best Buy sticker. It says face off on it, so it's got to be the original seal. Sometimes Blu-rays did come with this type of seal. I don't love it, but I think I'm gonna grab it. It sells for about $20-$25, somewhere around there. So yeah, we'll grab it. Why not? There we go. We got a little stack of media. I'm happy about that. Let's check out more of the store. Oh, before I leave this section, I got pretty excited because I saw all these video games, but they're all PC games. I don't really have a lot of luck selling PC games, so I usually leave them behind. But there's some cool ones in here. Medal of Honor, Allied Assault. I see The Sims, of course, classic. Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. That's pretty cool. Star Wars game. X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. I just really have bad luck selling PC games. What about you guys? Have you ever tried it? I mean, at $5 each, it's definitely a no-go. If they were $1 or $2 each, maybe I'd think about it, but at $5, it's definitely not going to happen. We'll leave those. I'll grab my movies and my CD and keep looking. All right, taking a look at the toys section. It actually looks kind of packed for this Goodwill anyways. I see another Star Wars Monopoly. I find those all the time now. Just kind of crazy. It's nothing super amazing. Anything else over here? It doesn't look like it. One of the very first things I ever bought to sell was this Jean van Hastreen, I believe, puzzle. And I sold a used one. I found it at a thrift store for $1. And must have been 12 years ago, 13 years ago now. And they're asking for here, I think I sold it for almost $100 used. So I wonder if this still has some value. I sold it on eBay, so we're going to check eBay on this. So the one I found, I think must have been a lot more pieces. Maybe it was 10,000 pieces, not 1,000. 1,000 is not that big. And after scanning it in, brand new, I see them listed for $25. So yep, not really going to be worth it, especially since this is used and we don't know if all the pieces are in here. So kind of neat though. Definitely a good brand to keep an eye out for. All right, I'm walking down here in the electronics aisle, and it's kind of become just a kitschy miscellaneous aisle because there's not that many electronics anymore down here. But I did see this guy right here shining in the sun. Holy cow. This one piece, the box is a little messed up on top. I opened it up and the bowl hat is in there. The only issue is they're charging $8. There you go. Now you can see it. $8, a little high. I looked it up and yeah, I can sell it. It sells brand new for 31-ish. You'd make 18, but it's not new. Now I can sell it used. I'd probably have to knock $5 off of it. So not really going to be worth it at an $8 buy cost. It's a shame. If the box was in perfect condition, it was still sealed, yeah, I'd grab it. I'm leaving this one though. Coming back around to the toy section, down here on the bottom shelf, I almost walked right by it. It's this rock tumbler. It's $8. I sold this exact one in 2020 when prices were spiked on everything. People were stuck inside and they wanted fun things to do. I think I sold this for over $100. I don't know what it's worth now. I haven't looked it up. We're going to look it up together. Hopefully it's not in the toy category because it is used and you can't sell used toys on Amazon anymore. But let's see. We're going to scan this in together, and I highly doubt it's still going for 100. It's probably going for 50 if I had to guess. I don't know. Alright, so we scanned it in. The picture has changed on the front, but that's not that big of a deal. Selling for $68 brand new. Can you sell it used? No, because it's in the toy category, so not something I'd grab anyways. $8 is cool on this. I can't tell the condition, but it is about a $70 item. So this might be something that you'd want to sell, maybe Facebook Marketplace, maybe eBay, somewhere like that. It's kind of big, it's kind of heavy, so I don't think I'd mess with that, but kind of neat to see one again after all these years. So I was checking up on the top shelf here on top of this Black & Decker tool. I saw this. I got pretty excited. These Sony wireless headphones can sell for really good money. I already scanned it in. Take a look at this. Pretty decent rank, selling used for $149. New, it sells for $165. So as long as it's in here and in good shape, we're good to go. It is in here. I don't like how it's all flopping around. And yeah, the headphones themselves are missing their foam padding around them, which I guess you could always replace that. Are they in here? Oh, they are in there, but they are completely falling apart. Now, I'm sure you could buy replacements of those. I don't need another project. I don't know how easy it is to find them. Also, I don't think this has its cord. Let's see. No, so this needs a DC 12 volt cord thing right there. It doesn't have it, so double shame. We're gonna leave it behind, but if somebody wanted a little project to do, find the cord, find some extra foam rubbers. Hopefully it works. I don't know. $150 headphones for, I didn't even see the price. Let's see. I wonder what they're charging for these. They didn't price them, so they wouldn't even sell them today. So, oh, they did price them. I lied. Hold on. There it is. 20 bucks. Not a bad price. It's just a shame the condition it's in, so gotta leave it behind. Alright, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I don't really enjoy going through the books. I never find anything. I don't sit here and scan everything, so I'm sure if I did, I'd find a lot of stuff. But I just go off the eye test, and I saw this sticking out, DC Comics coloring book. Pretty sweet for $1.99. Now, the real test would be make sure no pages are colored on, because then you could sell it as brand new. And so far, so good. It looks great to me, and lo and behold, it is good. I've already double checked it. I checked before I showed you guys, so it's good for $1.99. I'll pop the price up here on the screen. I think it's selling for $28, give or take. You'll make about 20 bucks after fees, so super easy. That is something I would grab. Why not? So that does that on the thrifting trip. I honestly didn't think I did that good over the course of the 2 days until editing this video. This is me after editing this entire video. Those cameras being about $40 to $50 each, give or take, surprised me. That's pretty good. I'm happy about that. That Blu-ray player, guys, I want to pop up a price right here. On Amazon, it's going for $100+ because a lot of people are restricted in Sony as a brand. I think a lot of people are restricted on Nikon also. Those cameras are going for an insane premium on Amazon, but I know a lot of people can't sell those things on Amazon, so I've been trying to show some eBay prices in these videos. If you guys like that, let me know in the comments down below, because I tend to show a lot of Amazon prices because that's where I sell a lot of stuff, and things just go for a crazy premium there. I get people in the comments all the time saying Amazon's not realistic for me. I can't sell these things on there. You're always showing these exorbitant prices. Why would people pay these prices? I don't know. I don't question it. I've been selling on Amazon for 10+ years now, and I do sell these things. I'm going to pop up something for you guys to see right here. I sold 2 Wii Fits on Amazon in the same day for $80 each. I don't know. I don't question it. I just accept it. But I do want to show you guys, a lot of you that sell on eBay, that, yeah, you can still sell this stuff on eBay. I don't know about Wii Fits. I'll pop that price up also. I don't know what they're going for at all. Maybe not as much. Shipping these things can be a bit of a pain. On Amazon, I ship things into Amazon FBA. They cost me maybe $6, $7 to ship into Amazon's warehouse. So I made great money on those things, and whenever I find Wii Fits, I buy them because they sell really well for me. I actually might end up selling that Blu-ray player on Amazon. I didn't realize it was going for over $100 there. I thought maybe $40, $50. That's about what it's going for on eBay, which would still be worth it. And I did mention I would sell something like that on Whatnot for 20 bucks. If it was going for $40, $50, I would sell something like that on Whatnot for 20. I don't mind, get the quick flip. But something that's 100, maybe I'd still post it on Whatnot, but at the same time, that huge premium that you get on Amazon, it just makes it worth it to send in. I try to figure out where I'm going to sell things, and it changes daily. Am I going to sell it on Whatnot? Am I going to sell it on eBay? Am I going to sell it on Amazon? It's all over the place, guys. It's pretty wild. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. I will do my best to answer them. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School, signing out. See ya.